Hi everyone! In this video, we will discuss how to teach Tofie AI to select the correct tags for your invoices line items. Just a reminder, when we talk about tags, we are referring to tracking categories for Xero users and classes for QBOs. Let's dive straight into it. For example, in this invoice, as we can see, we have two types of categories that can be used, a cost center category and a region category. I want to teach Tofie how to select the region according to the address that can be found on the bill. Namely, I want Tofie to check what is the location of the client being built on the invoice and select the region accordingly. For example, this test business is based in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. So, as a region, we will want Tofie to select APAC. How do we do that? We will start a conversation with our Tofie assistant. In my own words, I'm going to ask Tofie to generate the knowledge. As you can see, I am asking Tofie to always select tags region based on the address of the company. And I'm also giving it an example. For a company based in Europe, select EMEA as a region. And I'm going to ask Tofie to generate a prompt for this to work. I want to make sure that I use a specific language for the title, regional invoice tagging, because by using this specific language, we are going to trigger Tofie to actually draw data directly from the file for the selection of tracking categories. So, in the case of tracking categories or tags, we want to use the title of the section as tagging rules for each line items. We want to check that the instructions are quite accurate. For example, I want to make sure that the instructions include the word always, to make sure there is always a selection for the region, and I'm going to give an example. I am happy with the prompt that Tofie came up with, so I'm going to save it. Saving it will add it into the knowledge base. To be 100% sure that this is going to work, you can go to your knowledge base and double-check that whatever tagging rule you have added doesn't conflict with priorly added tagging rules. If that's not the case, you can feel safe re-extracting. Upon re-extraction, Tofie is going to recalculate and decide which tracking category to assign. Let's try. Now that Tofie finished recalculating, let's take a look at the allocation of categories. Cost center has been inferred by logic based on what was described inside the line item. Additionally, we can see that the region has been selected correctly. In fact, in this invoice, we have an address in Australia. Therefore, APAC is the correct region to select. Now you know how to work your magic with tracking categories. Thank you for watching.